If you hear snoring in the background, it's not me. Okay. Okay. So after waiting for a very, very long time, it seems as if Lori Vallow's case is going to be heard, finally going to be heard in a court. Now, I built my channel partly in the early days on the Lori Vallow Daybell case, and my feelings about her I've made very, very clear. And one of the things that I've talked about is her vanity and her personality, in terms of, being vain, her vanity, being a female, um, with several personality traits, to do with ego. And I very much believe she is a Nazi. And I'm trying to say that in the nicest way to make this ad friendly. Um, I don't know how I will proceed with this, because I'm actually still quite surprised that we finally got here with Lori Vallow, because there have been so many delays. I'm thinking about putting all my videos on the Lori Vallow Daybell case together in a long podcast, so that people can listen to it, from start to finish, as a long body of work. Um, that is a possibility, but I'm not sure I'm going to do that yet. I probably would have to make some edits. I'm also thinking that I might cover some of the trial. I don't know. I'm not 100% certain, because I was very, very much tired of this, tired of delays with this case. But she is about to finally have her day in court. And, there's other things that bother me. The fact that her and Chad Daybell won't be in the courtroom together, that bothers me. The way Kay and Larry have been treated bothers me. There's a lot of things that bother me about this case. And I have some concerns, because she wasn't actually at the scene. But I do believe that just because she wasn't physically at the scene, that doesn't mean to say that she wasn't heavily involved. I think she probably instructed everything. And I think she is probably, as her leadership skills probably match or even go higher than that of Chad Daybell. When you think about it, the people in this case who disappeared or demised, one of the things I've spoken about is how Lori Vallow presented herself to the world. She was very image conscious. She used her looks, which she's lost considerable amount of her looks. She's aged, and, the strain on her face, you can see it, the lines on her face. Even in her recent booking photo, you see, the presence of grey hairs, which I'm sure she would have dyed had she, had adequate access to hair coloring products. I mean, I think she thought she was something special, and I think that's why she got involved with Chad. She thought that they were in some special, unique group, and that they were special, unique people, chosen. That's the kind of ideology that she had. Whether she actually believed this or not, personally, I think everything she did, the root of it was money. That's what I think. But, I think she used her, she was married 5 times. I think she used her considerable attractiveness that she once had, not anymore, to get the husbands. And she went from one husband to the next. And I think that she used her looks to fool people into believing that she was a nice person. And I don't think she was a nice person at all. I think she's very, very conceited. I think she's very superficial, and even worse. I mean, those things are just the top of the iceberg. And I hope that the outcome will be what we all want. Anyone who knows this case knows that her involvement is 100%. She might be part of a bigger picture, but her involvement is 100%. There's no question about it. And so, this is a preview to what will follow. I'm very disappointed that this won't be televised. Very, very disappointed. And I don't know how much of this case I'm going to cover. because it's not going to be televised. And it would be so much easier for me to cover this case if it was televised. But it's just a number of many things, one of many things that has really ticked me off and upset me since this whole thing started. But may everything go well. And I hope and pray that the outcome is what we all want.